Hi everybody, Michelle McClunan, astrologer and life coach, and I'm coming to you with a short update on the new moon, which is happening on the 6th of October, along with a whole lot of interesting stuff happening on the same day, and also giving rise to a few really big moves and turnarounds this month. So what we have on the 6th of October is a new moon in the sign of Libra, and it means that the sun and the moon come together at the same degree. It happens every month, and it's a time where we plant new seeds for the month ahead. So this month, we actually have not only the sun and the moon, but we also have the planet Mars in a very tight, what we call conjunction, which means that they're all in a group at the very same degree, 13 degrees of Libra. And joining them is the planet Mercury, which is the planet of the mind, and that's at 20 degrees of Libra. So that's a lot of a lot of Libran energy all in a row, if you like. So what it does is it intensifies the energy. So if you look at Libra, what is Libra? Libra is about peace, balance, harmony. I've spoken about it before. It's about the scales of justice, the scales of fairness, keeping your midpoint despite what's going on in your outer world. That's really Libra. Libra really wants equality, wants fairness, wants justice, wants peace, wants harmony. That's the essence of Libra. It's the sign of the scales, so it's a constant readjusting of whatever needs to be adjusted in order to actually create that balance. But now right in the middle of that, we've got Mars, and Mars is the planet of war, actually. It's a masculine planet. It's also the planet of drive, of the desire to go out there and conquer whatever it is that you need to conquer. And when Mars is in Libra, it's kind of uncomfortable because Mars really just wants to go and get what it needs to get. And in Libra, it says, yeah, but just cooperate and, don't go and fight, rather do it in a peaceful way. So this is all saying it's a very clear message. And I've spoken about it before, but this really is saying to me, this is a time that we face personally and on the planet where it's not a good idea to go to war. If you can stand in your sovereignty, you can stand in your truth, but to actually do it from a place of non-resistance, to do it from a place of acceptance, to do it from a place of cooperation, compassion for the other. Libra is a sign that says, consider the other person. So whatever's happening, consider what the other person is going through as well. It can be a time where a lot of emotional stuff comes up because there's so much intensity at this new moon, particularly in the realm of relationships. So there can be conflict, there can be disagreements, misunderstandings, there can be projections. Remembering that opposite Libra, we have the sign of Aries. Aries is about me and my needs. Libra is about you and your needs. And this new moon is opposite Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So what that can mean is that the new moon sort of brings up our wounds, our core beliefs, our pain bodies that we might not be completely conscious of. In fact, they might be completely unconscious. So it can mean that from somebody else or through someone else or through a situation that can actually come to the surface for healing. So once something comes up and we see it, we can heal it. So we see it, feel it, and then heal it. So what this new moon for me is saying, watch out for whatever your triggers are, whoever your triggers are. And just be aware of how you want to respond, how you want to react. That sort of knee-jerk reaction to possibly project your concerns or anxieties onto somebody else by blaming them, for example. So it's really about owning our stuff and not blaming anything on the outside world. Just being very present with what's arising and choosing, as we spoke about in our satsang last night, which you can catch up with on Facebook on the Journeys of Awakening page. We did a full session on it, which might be interesting. It was called Stop the War. Is to actually at any one moment to just ask yourself if you want to go to war or if you'd rather be in peace. Can you approach a situation in a peaceful way? Can you stand in your power and your true power, your true authenticity, without going to war, without making the other wrong? Whatever the other is to just keep in that center point. So Libra is a sign of the scales, up and down. Stand in the middle, that's where the balance is. It's always there. So it's for us to return to that center point over and over, especially in the next few days. We also have quite a lot of other action in the heavens with Pluto, which is going to be stationing, which means it sort of stands still, and then it goes direct on the 8th of October. So when a planet is retrograde, it looks like it's going backwards from our perspective, and the energy is a kind of a retrograde energy. So it makes us reassess, relook at. So over the last months, there have been themes of relooking at our transformation, relooking at what comes up from underneath the surface for us. So Pluto is starting to turn direct, followed by Saturn on the 11th of October, and followed by Jupiter on the 18th. So that represents some kind of a move, hopefully a move forward for some of us who've maybe been waiting for something to transpire or something to change, something to shift. This energy can be very powerful in shifting, and as it shifts, there can be a sort of a sense of imbalance, of uncertainty, of fear coming up, old fears, old conditioning, that sense of, oh, this is scary because something's shifting and it's not quite stable. So really this is about just being very centered, very calm, bring yourself back to the breath. Libra is a sign of, it's an air sign, so the breath can actually be our anchor. The breath can bring us into presence, and really focusing and connecting with what your relationships are saying to you. What's coming up as a trigger? What are you projecting out to somebody else? And possibly before you project it, just see how it feels for you. What is this? Drop into presence. Feel, it's this insecurity. It's this fear. I need to deal with that. I don't need to project it onto someone else. So that's a short update for the new moon. We have our INNERSPACE program, which starts tomorrow night. We have a Zoom call tomorrow night, and then in 2 weeks' time, we have another Zoom call. Actually, I think it's in 3 weeks' time, the 26th of October. We have our second Zoom call, and we are experiencing and exploring balance in relationships this month. You're welcome to join us just for the month if you like. So have a look at our website, journeysofawakening.com, and you're welcome to join us just for the month and really explore and express and work through those relationship mirrors, what's coming up for us in our relationships with not only other people, but we're exploring our relationships with ourselves, with our bodies, with our relationship to life, relationship to nature, relationship to our minds, relationship to our feelings. So that's what we're going to be experiencing and expressing this month in INNERSPACE. Hope that helps. Lots of love. Take care and stay centered.